You ever stop and think, hey, can I actually make money from what I already know? Not by grinding out more hours, but by, actually working smarter. Well, today we're diving into the exact path to do just that, to turn your expertise into a real income stream. Let's get into it. So here it is, the big question. Can your knowledge really earn you money while you're sleeping? Well, the answer is a huge, resounding yes. And how you get there? That's exactly what we're breaking down today. Okay, so to get there, we've got to make this fundamental shift in how we think about work. Most of us, we start out on the left side, right? In the services game. We're trading our time directly for money. It's active work, and you're always, always limited by the number of hours in a day. The goal, the real goal, is to get over the right side. Knowledge products. You create something once, and it can sell forever. That is the secret to passive income and truly limitless potential. And you know what the best part is? The journey from one side to the other, it's not some big secret. It's actually a pretty clear path. You can think of it like a stairway. Every single step builds on the one before it. And right now, we're going to start climbing it together. So let's start at the very bottom. The first three steps are all about building a totally rock-solid foundation of expertise. Because let's be real, you can't sell what you don't actually know inside and out. So it all kicks off with this three-stage process. First, you learn. This is the book stuff, the theory, the concepts, getting the language down. Then you train. This is where you start applying that theory, but in a safe space where you can mess up and get feedback. And finally, and this is the most important one, you practice. You use that one core skill every single day in a real-world setting. And that, right there, that is the secret sauce to mastery. This is how you go from being kinda good at something to being the person everyone wants to hire. It's not about dabbling. It's about that relentless, daily, focused practice. All right, so let's climb up to the next level on this stairway. Once you've put in the reps and you've achieved that mastery, you hit this brand new plateau. We're gonna call it consistent success. So what does that actually mean? It means your success isn't luck. It's not a fluke. It's predictable. It's repeatable. It means your boss can hand you a new project and have total confidence that you're going to deliver the same awesome results you did last time. That predictability, that's your professional superpower. Now this next slide, this one is a game changer. It shows this super critical difference between doing something and teaching something. You had Donald Trump, who was obviously successful at doing real estate, but when he tried to teach it, the whole thing fell apart. Then you have Robert Allen. He made millions doing real estate, but he made hundreds of millions teaching other people how to do it. See the difference? That's where the real scale is. And that brings us to maybe the most crucial step on the whole stairway. This is the bridge that connects your personal success to real scalable wealth. And that bridge is, you guessed it, learning how to teach. You see, the key to being a great teacher isn't just being intelligent. It's about being intelligible. You can be the smartest person in the room, but if you can't break down your knowledge, if you can't explain it in a way that other people can actually grasp and use, then all that genius is just trapped inside your own head. But right here, this is where so many brilliant, successful people just stop. They hit this massive invisible wall, a huge mental block that keeps them from taking this incredibly valuable next step. I mean, raise your hand if any of these sound familiar. Oh, I'm not a public speaker. What I know isn't really that special. People can just find all this stuff for free on the internet anyway. These are the stories we tell ourselves, right? These limiting beliefs. They create that wall and they stop so many experts dead in their tracks. You see this all the time online, right? You find these amazing tutorials from people who, well, they aren't slick, polished presenters. They just get online and share what they know. They don't wait for perfection because they understand that the value isn't in the performance, it's in the knowledge. And that's a huge lesson for all of us. So once you finally push through that mental block and you embrace the idea of teaching, you unlock the final step. You get to the summit. This is where you can actually start to build wealth while you sleep. And we do this by packaging our teachings into what are called information products. Think about things like ebooks or video courses or even simple web apps and digital tools. These are the assets, the little digital employees that are going to work for you 24/7 all around the world. Now you might be thinking, okay, cool, but why can't I just skip the teaching part and go straight to making an ebook? And here's why you absolutely cannot skip that step. Think of it like this. Teaching is your lab. It's where you get to test your ideas, hear real questions from students, and figure out where they're getting stuck. That feedback is pure gold. It's what lets you build a product that people actually want and need. So, you've got this amazing product, refined by real-world feedback. What's the size of your audience? Is it just your city, your country? No, it's this. 2 billion people. That's about how many people on this planet have access to a computer. Now, that is what we call limitless scale. So let's just recap the whole journey, right? We start by learning the theory, then we train our skills. We practice daily until we can succeed consistently. That consistency gives us the expertise to teach. And finally, that teaching becomes the foundation to create information products that can build wealth for us. See how each step just logically flows into the next? You can't skip ahead.
All right, so there you have it. The entire path is laid out right in front of you. The only question left is the one for you. So take a good look at this stairway and just be honest with yourself. Where are you standing right now? And more importantly, what's your very next step?